Our journey begins with simple steps, though. Journey towards this ultimate union begins with very simple steps. Tenderness in the heart, harmony within. These are two starting points. Even Gita, Bhagavad Gita, Lord talks about on chapter 2, sloka 66. I have memorized the number, but I can't memorize the slokas. So difficult, Sanskrit. But it starts with that happiness depends on harmony within. And then he goes on to say, this harmony, he connects the steps with meditation. That without meditation, you cannot have the focused mind. Without focused mind, you can't have contemplative mind. Without contemplative mind, you can't have harmony. And without harmony, how can you find happiness? So think over what it means by creating harmony within. All vibrations have to settle down. The moment you think of anger, what happens? All waves starts flowing inside. You are restless. Any emotion, even too much excitement. Oh, I'm going to see Babuji in my dream. Ha! What will you do seeing Babuji in a dream? I don't say he's not welcome. He's welcome, most welcome. You feel happy also. But what will you do after that? Having attained samadhi, what will you do with that state of samadhi? You have become rich. How will you spend money? You say, oh, I become rich, I spend money. But do you spend all your money? That's why one appreciates when one lady went to see Babuji Maharaj. Every single day she used to save 5 paisa, 10 paisa, 5 paisa, 10 paisa and made it 50 rupees and gave it to Babuji. And he was so happy with that. But to her, that 50 was everything. A rich man comes and throws 50 lakhs, means nothing. He has another 50,000 crores perhaps. It's as if master has become a beggar and you can say, oh, let me give something. You're only cheating yourself. That's why all these fundamental niyamas and yamas, or yamas and niyamas, as talked about in Patanjali's Yoga Sutra, they are very fundamental to our existence and total social and inner harmony. You read them carefully. These first 2 steps of Ashtanga Yoga, Yam and Niyam, they are all about maintaining inner harmony. For example, one of them is aparigraha, means not taking somebody else's things, being non-possessive of others. That belongs to somebody else, you don't try to grab it, including property or wives. Imagine what kind of restlessness and turmoils or waves it creates in your heart when you do this, and how it creates discord and disharmony in other human beings. The moment you think, I want this, at any cost you want it, what happens to you? You become restless. So, Patanjali Muni says, withdraw yourself into your own center, into your own being where there is peace and harmony. Because there is no end to acquisitions. It is not that we don't want to acquire things which are necessary in our life. Go on acquiring it. There is no harm in it. But think of what to do with the extra. That qualifies the human being. Whether he's a black hole where everything gets in and nothing comes out, like that lady who struggled hard every single day collecting 5 paisa, 10 paisa, and finally gives it to Babuji and says, "This is for the ashram." Imagine what state she must have been in after such a gesture to old man. Harmony between two individuals is even more difficult. Even though I can manage myself, or you can also manage yourself with individual harmony to some extent, though that itself has become a big challenge. If you cannot have the harmony within an individual, how two individuals who lack harmony can create harmony? It becomes more and more complex. So inner harmony at our own level, at least we can expect that let me become more peaceful, calm, follow all these yamas and niyamas. Babuji said, though we begin with dhyan, entering into samadhi, yet we must follow this yama and niyama. They cannot be discarded. It has to be followed. And one cannot appreciate yamas and niyamas unless and until one has a such certain level of meditative mind or meditative consciousness. One has to be sensitized at least to difference what is just and what is unjust, what is trustworthy and what is not so trustworthy, what is good for me and what is not good for me. At least we should be able to differentiate this much. Even this little child knows how to sit properly. She knows also how sitting otherwise will not be civil act. They all understand all these things. And how can an adult miss out on that? I don't think so, but it is done deliberately. And that's why the 10th maxim in our mission, in our organization, pray to God for the mistakes to be forgiven. Mistakes that we have done unknowingly. What about mistakes done knowingly? No God can forgive you for that. That's why Babuji very smartly removed that portion. You are responsible for your act and no God can forgive you. Unknowingly, yes. So this is all coming back to harmony from whichever angle you look at. Whether the mistake is done knowingly or unknowingly, that creates turmoil within and with others. It's a problematic thing. Drop, even falling in the ocean, will create some trouble also. You see the small drop falling in a little tranquil pond, it creates ripples. Merge in such a way that nothing is disturbed. But here I see often, "Hey master, I'm telling you namaste." And they are shaking the whole atmosphere here, see. It's like an atom bomb. You feel like that, see. And even people who are very silent, but looking at you with hungry eyes, as if their inner spiritual hunger has never been satisfied. Gluttonic look. I want more and more, more and more. Babuji says more and more of what? Less and less. Because you are so contented from inside. Contentment and harmony, they go together. And when you are content, there is no aggression. It's only tenderness, there is love, there is compassion. So all these things are very well connected with meditation. If you do meditation properly every single day, then you have nothing to complain about in life. Zero complaints. One who has nothing to ask for, how can he be disturbed?